How's? Okay, evening. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set me eyes on sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled her wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before, and they both wheeled their barrows through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. She died of a fever and no one could save her, and that was the end of sweet Molly Malone. Now her ghost wheels the barrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Good evening, and welcome to Sundown Sessions this Thursday evening. How are you all doing? I'm doing great. I have nothing to complain about. We're going to sing some songs now for the next 40 minutes or so, have a bit of crack. If you would like to make a request, get into the live chat and let me know what you want to hear. Otherwise, I'll just go on with my wee list. I see already there are some there's some chatter in the live chat box. Anne McMahon says, hello, Edelle, and all the Sundown Session friends. Kevin Burns tuning in from Tyrone saying hello to everyone. How are you, Kevin? Good to have you. And Claire Hughes sending greetings from everyone in the Ambassador. That includes Peter and Dougie and Teresa, and they would love to hear the Fields of Athenry if possible. Unfortunately, it's not possible to sing that song this evening, but we'll see if we can find a suitable alternative. In the meantime, here's a wee song from, I think, South Pacific. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Talk about the moon floating in the sky, looking like a lily on a lake. Talk about a bird learning how to fly, making all the music we can make. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you're gonna have a dream come true? Talk about a star looking like a toy, peeking through the branches of a tree. Talk about a girl, talk about a boy, counting all the ripples on the sea. Happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. Talk about things you'd like to do. You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? You've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how you gonna have a dream come true? Hey, there we go. Happy talk. Love that wee song. It is a very, very happy one. So, yes, sorry about that one, Claire, but I live in East Belfast, and just the Fields of Athenry just isn't one that I want to be belting out in case my neighbours interpret it in a way that would make them feel upset. That's just one of the few songs that I have an embargo on. But yeah, sorry about that. Okay, let me see. What do we go for? Let me see. Maybe this one might make up for it. This is a Val Doonigan song and one of my favourites. This one is called Paddy McGinty's Goat. Patrick McGinty, an Irishman of note, came in tell a fortune, so he bought himself a goat. Says he, sure, a goat's milk I'm in to have me fill, but when he got the nanny home, he found she was a bill. And now all the ladies that live in Killaloo, they're all wearing bustles like their mothers used to do. They each wear a bolster beneath their petticoat and leave the rest to Providence and Paddy McGinty's goat. Mrs. Burke tell her daughter, says, listen, Mary Jane, now who was the man you were cuddling in the lane? He'd long weary whiskers all hanging from his chin. Up 'twas only Pat McGinty's goat, she answered with a grin. Then she went away from the village in disgrace. She came back with powder and paint upon her face. Oh, she'd rings on her fingers, she wore a sable coat. You can bet your life she never got them from Paddy McGinty's goat. Little Nora McCarthy, the knot was going to tie. She washed all her trousseau and hung it out to dry. Then up came the goat, and he saw the bits so white. Well, he chewed up all her falderalls and on her wet night. Oh, turn out the light, quick, she shouted out to Pat. For though I'm your bride, sure I'm not worth looking at. I had to everything I tell you in a wrote, but now I've won and nothing all to Paddy McGinty's goat. Mickey Riley, he went to the race this other day. He won $20 and he shouted, hip hooray! He held up the note, shouting, look at what I've got. Well, the goat came up and grabbed it and swallowed all the lot. Oh, he's eating my banknote, says Mickey with the hump. They ran for the doctor and he brought the stomach pump. Well, he pumped and he pumped for the $20 note, but all he got was 9 pence out of Paddy McGinty's goat. Now old Paddy's goat had a wondrous appetite, and one day for breakfast, well, he had some dynamite. A big box of matches, he swallowed all serene, and out he went and swallowed up a quart of paraffin. He sat by the fireside, he didn't give a hang. He swallowed his fart and exploded with a bang. So if you go to heaven, you can bet your dollar note that the angel with the whiskers on is Paddy McGinty's goat. I just love that one. Val Doonigan songs are always great. Always had a good story, and I love a funny song with a good story. So let me see, lots more chat in the live chat. Claire says, no worries, I understand. I was worried about asking. I know, and it's such a shame that, you know, different songs have been hijacked, because it's not technically what you would call a rebel song, but it has, over, you know, the last couple of decades, developed that kind of what shall we say, connotation. But we'll see what we'll see. You know, if you have any other ideas for another song, should get into the live chat and let me know. Mary Kelly, says, hi Edelle and all her crew. Good evening, Mary and Larry. Delighted to have you along on the good ship Sundown. Great to have you here. And your good friends Eileen and Seamus are into the live chat behind you. Eileen says, hi Edelle and all our Sundown Session friends from Seamus and Eileen and Portstewart. Great stuff. Great to have you all in this evening. Right, let me see. What are we going to do next? How about this one? Do I have... I thought I had that one. Okay, back to the drawing board. Let me see. Oh, here's a good one. Oh, hang on a minute. What about the Rattling Bog? Oh, here, Jiminy Bumble. The Rattling Bog. Okay, I haven't rehearsed this one, and I don't have a spare bucket of breath beside me, which you normally would like to have for the Rattling Bog, which will give it a rattle anyway, and hope for the best. Okay. Wish me luck, everyone. Pray for me. Oh, roll the rattling bog down in down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, in the hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rotten tree. Tree in a hole, in a hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, on the tree there was a branch, a rare branch, a rotten branch. Branch on the tree, in the hole, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, on the branch there was on the branch there was a twig, a rare twig, a rotten twig. Twig on the branch, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, on the twig there was a nest, a rare nest, a rotten nest. Nest on the twig, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, on that nest there was a bird, a rare bird, a rotten bird. Bird on the branch, bird on the nest, on the twig, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, in that bird there was an egg, a rare egg, a rotten egg. The egg and the bird, and the nest, on the twig, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh. Well, in that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rotten bird. Bird in the egg, and the bird in the nest, on the twig, and the branch, and the tree, in the hole, in the bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattled bog, down in the valley, oh, oh, whew, yeah, the bog, the rattling bog, yeah. That one definitely takes either a bit of practice or a few pints. Okay, so a request has come in. Could we have the Old Bog Road for Larry, please? And what colour is the wind for Seamus and Eileen? Okay, let's start off with the Old Bog Road. Oh, I'm going to catch my breath here a wee minute. Because the rattling bog, yeah, it's usually a good idea if you're doing that one. It comes with should come with a public health warning, you know, to have a wee spare bucket of breath at your knee just in case you need it. Whew, right. While I'm catching my breath, I'm going to tell you a wee story. So, one Sunday morning, I should say, there was a little boy and a little girl, and they met at a fork in the road. And the wee boy says to the wee girl, "Where are you coming from?" And she says, "I'm coming from church." She pointed up behind her at the big Protestant church on the hill behind her. She says, where are you coming from? And he says, "I'm coming from church too." And he pointed up behind him at the big Catholic church up on the hill. Anyway, they were heading in the same direction, so they walked along together and they were having a wee chat. And the night before, it had been very wet. It had rained very heavily. And they came to this dip in the road, this kind of hollow, and it was full of water, really deep. And they started to panic about how they would get through this big pond, practically, of water without getting their clothes, their good Sunday best, ruined. And the little girl was like, "My mother will just go through me if I come home. This is a brand new dress and it'll be ruined." The wee boy says, "Yeah, I'm in new shoes. My dad will belt me round the ear if I come home and them ruined." So the wee girl had a wee think about it, and she had this idea. So she took off all her clothes and she held them up above her head and she walked through the big puddle. No bother, got to the other side, and the wee boy thought, "Oh, that's a great idea." So he took off all his clothes and he put them over his head. And he walked through the puddle as well. And he got to the other side and he stood looking at the wee girl and he said, You know, I never knew there was such a big difference between Protestants and Catholics. Anyway, okay, a little bit risque, that one. Bit of Frank Sinatra or Johnny Cash, Claire has asked. Yeah, we'll definitely accommodate both of those requests. Right, here we go with Old Bog Road. This one's for you, Larry, from your friends Seamus and Eileen in Portstewart. My feet are here on Broadway, this blessed harvest morn. But oh, the ache that's in them for the place where I was born. My weary hands are blistered from working cold and heat. But oh, to swing the scythe again in a field of Irish wheat. Had I the chance to journey back for own a king's abode, I'd rather see the hawthorn tree and the old bog road. My mother died last springtime when Ireland's fields were green. The neighbours said her waking was the finest ever seen. There were snowdrops and primroses piled high beside her bed. Fairn's church was crowded when the funeral mass was said. But here was I on Broadway, just building bricks by load, when they carried out her coffin down the old bog road. Now life is a weary puzzle, as finding out my man. I'll take the day for what it's worth and do the best I can, since no one cares or rush for me. What need for me to roam? I'll go my way and throw my hay and smoke my pipe alone. Each human heart must know its grief, though bitter below. So God be with you, Ireland, and the old bog road. So God be with you, Ireland, and the old bog road. Yeah, lovely stuff. The old bog road, that's especially for you, Larry. Okay, what colour is the wind? A bit of Charlie Lansborough. Okay, and Kevin is looking for anything by Merle Haggard. No worries, Kevin. I'll see what I can come up with. Okay, here we go. What colour is the wind? Tell you, the weather doesn't know what it's at these days. I don't know whether to have my sleeves up or down. What colour is the wind, Daddy? Is it yellow, red, or blue? When he's playing with my hair, Daddy, does he do the same to you? When he's dying, does his colour fade? Is a gentle breeze a lighter shade? Just like his friend the sea, the wind feels blue to me. When the blackbird starts to sing, Daddy, do the flowers hear him too. When he's pouring out his heart, Daddy, tell me what do roses do? Do they cast their scent upon the air, and his fragrance just rolls in prayer, giving thanks to God above, to the blackbird's song of love? Blow, winds blow, wild and free. My daddy said, you're a lot like me. I know each color, each shape and size. I've seen them all with my daddy's eyes. I know the grass is green, Daddy. I've touched it with my toes. And snow is purest white, Daddy. I felt it with my nose. But my favorite color has to be the color of your love for me. And Daddy, I've been told that love is always gold. Blow, winds blow, wild and free. My daddy says, you're a lot like me. My daddy says, you're a lot like me. What color is the wind? Yeah, lovely one there by the wonderful Charlie Lansborough. Okay, so let me see. Where are we going next? Let me see. I know. What were we going to sing next? Oh yes, something by Frank Sinatra, was it? Yeah, let's see what we have of Frank's. What about a little bit of My Way? This one is for all the Ambassador crew. That's everyone tuning in along with Claire. Okay, where are we? Okay, here we go. You're very welcome, Eileen. And now the end is near, so I face the final curtain. My friend, I'll say it clear, I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, then again too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was fun, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all and I stood tall and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed, I've cried, I've had my share, my fill of losing. As tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way. No, oh no, not me. I did it my way. For what is a woman? What has she got? If not herself, then she has not to say the things she truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. There we are, my way. Patrick Mahan says, hi all, have been here all along, but my chat wouldn't work. You are selecting good numbers tonight. There you go. High compliments from Emmy Vale. Okay, so a Merle Haggard song. Now, I know I have a Merle Haggard song, at least one of them in here, and it's just a matter of, I can't remember what it's called though. But I'll know it when I see it. So I'm just going to have a wee flick down through here to see if I can, if it jumps out at me. And I'm not doing a really good job of multitasking here, but I'll definitely know it when I see it. And if not, I'll do something else. Oh, what's this? It's called. This is the time, and I've ever since I saw your comment, Kevin, asking for anything by Merle Haggard, I've been racking my brain trying to think of the name of this one. It's really, really sad. Oh yes, Nobody's Darling But Mine. This is the one. Oh, I'm so glad I actually came to remember that one in time. Lay by my side, world behind. Promise me that you will always be nobody's darling but mine. Be nobody's darling but mine, love. Be honest, be faithful, be kind. And promise me that you will always be nobody's darling but mine. Yeah, love a bit of Merle Haggard there. That one especially for Kevin Burns. Thanks, Edelle. I couldn't remember the name of it either, says Kevin. Well, we got there in the end. Luckily, I was able to flick through and it jumped out at me. Heather Maydeen is tuned in, no doubt, along with her mum and dad. Excuse me. Madge and... Oh, no. Madge and... Oh, I want to say Bobby, but it's not Bobby. Anyway, good evening to you and Madge and Bobby. Yeah, it is Heather and Bobby. Yes. All right. So it was Heather or it was Madge that was wrong, and Bobby was correct. Looking for Sunday Morning Coming Down. I'm afraid I don't have that one on my list or in my repertoire, but it's definitely one I will add to my list to learn. I haven't had time to learn any new ones in a while, but I'll have a wee nice wee fortnight off coming up. The last 2 weeks in September, taking a complete break. I've booked myself a wee cottage in Donegal, and I'm going to take the guitar with me and learn some new songs. In the meantime, let's have this old one. This one is called Come Back, Paddy Riley to Ballyjames-Duff. Oh, I will soon be coming up on the lullaby. So this is a great one. Although there is the start of the second verse gives away a very clear indication that this song was written by a man. When it says, all newborn babies appear in a puff. And I don't know any women who have given birth that would describe the process or the experience as that baby arriving in a puff. So it says to me that this was definitely written by a man. Anyway, here we go. This one is for Heather and Bobby. The Garden of Eden has vanished, they say, but I know the lie of it still. Just turn to the left at the bridge of Finney and stop when halfway to Cootill. 'Tis there you'll find it, I know, sure enough, when fortune has come to thy call. The grass, it is green around Ballyjames-Duff, and the blue sky is over it all. And tones that are tender and tones that are rough come whispering over the sea. Come back, Paddy Riley, to Ballyjames-Duff. Come home, Paddy Riley, the sea. Come back, Paddy Riley, to Bally Jim's door. Come home, Paddy Riley, to me. Now, okay, so we've time for maybe two more before we finish up. And this one's something a little bit different. This is a Wilson Pickett song, a little bit of soul before the lullaby. And this one is called The Dark End of the Street. At the dark end of the street, that is where we always meet, hiding in shadows where we don't belong, living in darkness to hide our wrong, you and me. Dark end of the street, you and me. I know time is gonna take its toll. We have to pay for the love we stole. It's a sin and we know it's wrong. Oh, but our love keeps coming on strong. Steal away at the dark end of the street. They're gonna find us. They're gonna find us. They're gonna find us love someday. At the dark end of the street, you and me. And when the daylight hours roll around, and by chance we're both downtown, if we should meet, just walk on by. Oh, darling, please don't cry. Tonight we'll meet at the dark end of the street, you and me. Yeah, a wee bit of Wilson Pickett before the last song. And this one, the lullaby, the last song of the night, I was inspired. I was at home at a session on Friday night, and someone sang this one. Nora Ryan, actually, formerly of this parish, who used to be a crew member of the Good Ship Sundown, sang this one, and I thought, oh, I'm going to maybe sing that as a lullaby on Monday night. No, this isn't Monday night. This is Thursday night. Oh my goodness. Where is the time flying? Can you believe that it's almost halfway through August? Anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in and keeping me company. Welcome to all the new crew members on the Good Ship Sundown. Delighted to have you along. And to anyone also who's tuning in and watching on the playback, who's not tuning in live, great to have you along. You are all just wonderful people. We'll be back as usual on Monday night for more of the same, 7 o'clock. Don't be late. And a big thanks to all the supporters of Sundown Sessions. This service or thing that I've been doing since the middle of the second or the start of the second lockdown, this is free for anyone who, you know, enjoys it or can make use of it or anything like that. But back in 2020, I did get a lot of people saying, how can we, you know, you have to set up a virtual tip jar. So there is a virtual tip jar, but there's no obligation for anyone to rattle it. But my big thanks to everyone who does contribute to the tip jar, whether that's via Patreon or via PayPal. You make it possible for this to carry on twice a week. So yeah, thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Don't get drowned in the terrible rainstorms, the yellow weather warning I saw for the weekend in Northern Ireland. God help us. Yeah, have a great weekend. Look after yourselves, look after each other, and take every opportunity to enjoy yourselves. This one I'm going to dedicate to Nancy McCluskey, who was the original suggester of this song, Scarlet Ribbons. I peeked in to say goodnight when I heard my child pray. Send, dear God, some scarlet ribbons for my hair. All the stores were closed and shuttered. All the streets were dark and bare. In our time, no scarlet ribbons, not one ribbon for her hair. Through the night, my heart was aching just before the dawn was breaking. I peeked in, and on her bed, in gay profusion, lying there, I saw ribbons, scarlet ribbons for her hair. If I live to be 100, I will never know from where came those lovely scarlet ribbons for her hair. That's it for tonight. See you on Monday. Good night, God bless, and sweet dreams. Good night, loads of love. Bye.